Tell you what, though, whoever walks out there better have something pretty incredible to say.
Yeah, I just hope he doesn't get booed.
Either way, we're getting free watches out of here.
Welcome to WWDC 2015. I'd like to bring out my friend and colleague, Craig Federighi, to take you through OS 10 and iOS.
And so the new name for OS 10 is OS 10 El Capitan. Where I just do that little shake we all normally do. And there it is. It comes right out to greet you. It's really handy. But I can also express myself in my own words in Spotlight searches now. So I can do things like slides from Brian. You see, I find those there. But how about slides from Brian about El Capitan? I might say something like documents I worked on last June. Now, we've done something totally new to El Capitan, and it's the ability to work really easily on two windows side by side. So I'm just going to click and hold here on the green button, and you see it's prompting me to pick a side. I'll just drop it in, and you notice I get an expose of all my other windows. Let me pick the new news app, just like that. But I can also do this to take a window full screen. So let's take photos, just drop it in right here. I took it full screen. And now check this out. I'm going to take messages, drop it on photos, and create a split view. This year, we're bringing Metal to the Mac.
Of course, this is great news for games, but also for the tools that we use to make those games. We're going to need something a bit better than this broom. Nice. That looks like an enemy's broken into our fort. All right.
Now, El Capitan is available to all of you developers today. We'll be doing a public beta once again in July, and we'll be rolling out to everyone with a free upgrade this fall. So we're now looking forward to iOS 9. And so now you can say things like, remind me about this when I get home, and that reminder refers right back the link to specifically what you were looking at when you took that reminder. So say you like to run in the morning, and when you do, you like to listen to music. Well, now, your phone can learn that about you, and when you plug in your headphones, it can offer up Now Playing automatically right on the lock screen. Your iPhone can now take invitations that you receive in your email, and without you even touching them, automatically put them on your calendar. So now when a user performs a search, we can find content behind the apps they have installed on the device and pull those up in results. And when they tap, they're deep linked directly into the application. Show my karaoke photos of Eddie. Oh, that is the master at work. We don't mine your email, your photos, or your contacts in the cloud to learn things about you. We honestly just don't want to know.
I hope you've all tried Apple Pay with our super easy, secure, and private way to pay. First, you'll be able to add your store, credit, and debit cards. We will also add loyalty and rewards cards, also with a great lineup of merchants. With the expansion of Apple Pay and the new types of cards, we've decided it's time to rename Passbook to Wallet.
But we know for a lot of our iOS users, they're mostly focused on public transit. And so now we've created a great map just for them. Buses and trains, subway stations, and so forth. And so we carefully surveyed all of the entrances and exits so that we could give you walking directions based on the time to travel from where you actually are. We're going to be rolling maps out, transit, starting with these cities across the world, and with these and 300 more in China. News is beautiful content from the world's greatest sources, personalized for you.
It's a beautiful feed, and what's really cool about this is there are powerful machine learning algorithms that analyze the contents of the articles to figure out which stories belong in which article.
Next, let's turn to iPad. And so now, when you want to move the cursor or make a selection, you can now just put 2 fingers down on the keyboard, and it becomes a trackpad instantly. Of course, you can use the shortcut bar to cut, drag to a new place, and paste, editing more quickly than ever before and without your fingers ever leaving the home row. But now I want to turn to the big one, and that's multitasking. And what I'm going to do first is double tap on the home button, and you'll see our new task switcher. So now, with just a single finger swipe from the side, I can slide it right in with what we call slide over. Now from the top, I can pull down and bring in other applications. So let's bring in calendar. So I can just tap here on the divider, and now I'm in split view. They're both completely active. In fact, for the first time ever, multi-app, multi-touch. I can move them both at the same time. Notes is actually pinned to the side now, so I want to show you what happens when I switch apps. I'm just going to move over here to Photos, and you notice now I have Photos with notes on the side. This is really great if I'm taking notes while working across a bunch of different experiences. And of course, those four-finger gestures continue to work great, so I can just swipe my way right back into Safari like that. And let's say I want to now work on Notes full screen. I can just pull right across like that, and I'm in full screen Notes. And I want you to watch what happens when I tap. Watch the video. Now I have picture in picture. I can, of course, resize the pip if I want, like this. I can even move it off the side. Sometimes I just want to listen for a while I work. Slide over is available for the iPad Air, Air 2, Mini 2, and Mini 3, as is picture in picture. And our most powerful split view is available on our most powerful iPad, the iPad Air 2. In iOS 9, we give you a single switch to enter what we call low power mode. And it pulls levers that you didn't even know existed and is able to extend battery life for an additional 3 hours. And we've been able to reduce the amount of free space you need to get to iOS 9 from the 4.6 gigs that it took to get to iOS 8 down to just 1.3. So we think everyone's going to be getting to iOS 9. Finally, let's talk about Swift. Today, we're announcing that Swift will be open source. We're doing a developer beta, you guessed it, today, and for the first time for a major iOS release, a public beta. So sign up now at beta.apple.com, and you can get the beta when it comes out in July. And of course, we'll be rolling it out as a free upgrade in the fall. iOS 9 will support all of the devices that were supported by iOS 8. We're not dropping any this year because we want everyone to get iOS 9.
So we're moving really fast on watchOS, and I'm super excited to talk with you about the enhancements that are coming in watchOS, as well as the powerful new abilities for app development. Now with watchOS 2, we're really excited to enable app developers to make your own complications. What would be a great experience for the watch when it's on your nightstand and charging? Well, we've come up with a new user interface for this in watchOS 2 called Nightstand Mode. Also in email, you can already read email on your watch. With watchOS 2, you'll be able to reply to email. With watchOS 2, we're enabling your favorite fitness apps to run natively on the watch, so you can use them wherever you are, and your workouts with these apps will contribute directly to your all-day activity. Well, with native apps, you'll be able to actually move that logic to the watch, so both the UI and the logic are there, all run locally. That sounds great. So you can see as I was recording it, it got the audio levels of my voice, and now it sent that to Becky. And I'm really happy to say that this stuff is all available to you today to start building these native apps. And then it'll be available in the fall to everyone, and we'll work across all the watches, of course, and it will be free.
We do have one more thing. Today we're announcing Apple Music, the next chapter in music.
I'm here because in 2003, the record industry was a ball of confusion. We had Napster, we had LimeWire, we had BitTorrent, this giant invader from the north, technology. Technology and art can work together, at least at Apple. And I'm going to introduce you to Apple Music. It's all the ways you love music, all in one place. It's a revolutionary music service. Oh. You're in a special moment, and you're about to turn up the reps, and the next song comes on, and buzzkill. And that's why at Apple Music, we're going to give you the right song, the right playlist, at the right moment.
For You recommends playlists and albums that we think you're going to love. It's recommendations made by real people who love music. I like a lot of Latin music. Definitely gets my Cuban blood going.
ice cold. Michelle fight for that white gold.
Let's build the first ever worldwide live radio station broadcast from 3 cities.
Beats One, it's worldwide, it is live, it is broadcasting 24/7, and it is coming from New York, LA, and London.
Can you imagine being an up-and-coming artist and being able to share your music on the biggest music platform in the world that people already have? Apple Music?
We wanted to find a way to bring fans closer to the artists they love, and we call it Connect. Now, it's a place where artists are free to upload their music, their videos, their photos, all directly to a fan.
When you upload your music to Apple Music, anything can happen.
And instead of having to post your stuff on all these different and sometimes confusing places, it all lives in one very simple, very easy place, and that is Connect.
Here's Bastille. They're working on their next album. Let's see what they have to say.
But we're really excited to have finally recorded it. It's a song about gangsters.
And we're launching in over 100 countries later this month with iOS 8.4 for your iPhone, iPod Touch, and iPad, as well as a new version of iTunes for the Mac, a new version of iTunes for Windows, and Android is coming this fall. Apple Music will be just $9.99 a month, the cost of an album. And we want everyone to try it, and so we're making the first 3 months free. For just $14.99, you can have up to 6 family members.
Music connects with us all at such a deep emotional level. We couldn't be happier to launch Apple Music. The weekend! Everybody have a great week. It's great to be together.